EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Kill. Tighten up. Pull it together. Swing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Safe. Gun.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
36. Hey, flipper. Bring it.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down. Here's Cousins. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Push him back. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Gun.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Ready? 36. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll run with Cook. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Mike 36. Mike 36. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal.
You ain't doing nothing.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize those same sort of skills.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm here all day. 54. 57. 57. Hey, let's go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. When he finds his target, it's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Hey, wahoo! Mike 54. Mike 54.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 280! 74, 74. Hey, Charlie!
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Go. 180! Here we go. Mike 5.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Gun. Check the call. 53 to
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Hey, Jahan, 180. Check Mike 46. Record. 46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. Watch the slant. Shoot. Black. Check three.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. 120. 59. I'm coming.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
180. Sunday. 40, 82, 40. Hey, box truck.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. To throw is Wentz. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
To throw, it's Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Slam, slam, slam. Take four, take four.
To throw is Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
That's caught by Jackson, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he stopped immediately there. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Watch the call. Watch the call. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands.
On play action, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Wentz going to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check three. Run. SOS.
Throwing is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, after a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as was under pressure, and they got to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
No. Off. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Fresno. Alert 3. Good routes here. Alert 3.
Here's Cousins. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
Cousins the thrower. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Check. Kill, 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 kill. What is that?
From the gun, here's Cousins. The open man is Smith. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Coming to you, coming to you. Showing up, showing up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Undercrush, undercrush. What's that?
3rd and long for Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses rolled in the first half, that could be a big three-point play right there, couldn't it? Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 31, check 31.
Now a handoff looking right. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Mike Hughes.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Cousins now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
6 down, man. 5-4. 3 down. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check your heartbeat.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Ford told you. Lion. Check 26. Check 26. Check. Ram. Lefty.
Again, it's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal, then I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
36. Check tight, check tight, check tight. Gun. Motion. Alert flare, alert flare, flare. 36. Wide. Safety creep.
First down. Here's Cousins. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. Cousins on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Cousins. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
Wentz now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. Cousins now to throw on first down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on. Get 33, get 33. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Run. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Yo. He's checking crack. Slam. Watch out.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Olabisi Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Two. Wait, touch. Mike 9. 80 weapon. Give me that ball, defense.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as 1 on this one, and 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold,